Hello, today is 10-Minute Tuesday, and I just wanted to thank everyone for sharing where they were on 9/11 many years ago, and I shared where I was, and I just appreciate that, and it's just amazing when something so tragic happens, we cannot forget, where we were or, what we were doing, and it was very clear today as people were sharing, they knew exactly what was happening, and I'm just so thankful that we are free in this country and that even though something tragic happened, that we can pull together. And then the next question I asked was, what oil, if you had one, would you grab? I know some of you said, I'd grab any of them. I'm like, that's a smart girl. Grab any of them. But tonight I'm just going to share with you two of them that you may not even know about. I know we commented about Stress Away and Valor. Frankincense is another grounding one. Those are all amazing essential oils that help. But these are two that I wanted that hold dear to my heart, and the first one is Sara. It's pretty inexpensive, and I think it's around $20. I didn't do the number on it to see how much it costs. But Sara, I like the smell of it. It kind of reminds me of Release, a little bit softer. So what is in Sara that makes this so amazing, and why did Gary Young create this blend? Of course, you know it's a blend because it's called Sara. And there's no such thing as a plant called Sara unless you guys know of one. But Sara releases those negative emotions. It helps relax. It helps balance those emotions. This was created for animals and for humans that have struggled with any kind of abuse that maybe is repressed in them. So he created it for those who've had sexual or ritual abuse or any tragic experience. So, for example, 9/11 was a very tragic experience for people, and this one can help release the trapped emotion that you have and recreate a positive emotion. So it helps unlock that trauma. Is it fun to go through releasing emotions? No. I don't care for it. And sometimes I have friends who have used this essential oil, Sara, and it has gotten worse, maybe bad dreams. They went through the hard time first, and then they were able to release it, let it go, right? We know that, let it go. A few weeks ago, I posted about release, and you guys were all commenting. That's another amazing essential oil to help you release. Thanks for joining me, buddy. So with Sara, what's in it? You have almond oil. So if you are sensitive to almond, just so you know, there is in that. And I know they're working hard on switching out everything in the essential oils. But it has almond oil. It has ylang-ylang, however you guys want to say it, ylang-ylang. This one's for relaxing and for confidence. Lavender is in there, which we all know is great for grounding and calming. But a lot of people get it for upliftment too and gives them energy. You have rose in Sara. Rose. It helps with balance and harmony and feelings of joy. So when you're going through a tragic experience, maybe it was 9/11 or anything, your tragic experience that you've trapped in emotion could have been when you were 4 years old and something happened to you and you didn't realize it. I know I've had trapped emotions when I was a kid, and it was just something that no one was trying to be mean. Well, I guess my brothers were teasing me, but I've trapped these certain emotions that affected me that I had to release. So it could be something very simple. It doesn't even have to be very severely tragic to somebody else, but to you it was, and it's a trapped emotion that's causing you to move forward in your life. It has geranium in it, which helps release negative energy, okay? Negative energy in your mind. There's also orange, which is very uplifting and cheerful, and it's joy and peace that it brings to you. And cedar wood. I know some of you, it either smells like nice sweet cedar or it smells like cat pee. But cedar wood helps improve your thoughts. So as you're using Sara, or there's been a tragic experience, this is another good one that's in this blend. Blue tansy, if you don't know, you can carry, if you have liver issues, you could have more of an emotional attachment. That's where we carry all our anger. And so if you're angry, so what does he put in it? Blue tansy, and it helps cleanse the liver, cleanse the angry thoughts, emotions that have been connected to that feeling. Like at first when 9/11 happened, I was angry at those people. And then I prayed that I would forgive. I would pray that God would just take care of them and that I was not to judge. So there's those essential oils that can help with that process, not take place of it, but to help with that process. So I'll just share it with you. I know I posted a couple weeks ago, I tagged someone in it, but my youngest son, who is now 7, a couple years ago, they were going to Vacation Bible School. My friend was driving. My son was in a car accident with some of my other children. Well, he got the brunt of it on his side, crashed into him. Is that tragic? Yeah. He's like 5 years old and this severe tragic experience happened, glass shattering everywhere. But we're so grateful that God saved him and that it dented the car, it totaled the car, and they all walked away. And I know that's God's grace. But my son, because this tragic experience happened, he didn't want to he didn't want to get in the van ever. So Susan, our upline leader, told me, you got to try Trauma Life or Sara. So I didn't have Trauma Life at the time, but I had Sara. I'm like, okay. And so I put a drop on his head every night and below. And I'll be honest, I didn't really think I believed it. And then I would put it on his feet. So I probably did 3 or 4 drops a night. You can put it in the diffuser if you want, however you're led to use it. So I did it and I'm like, oh, whatever, it's not going to work. Because I tried everything. I tried talking through it with my son. I tried helping console him like it's going to be okay, but nothing was helping. We kept praying about it. And this is what I was led to use this Sara. And after about 30 days, he was able to get in the car without having any, stress over him. So I do know that it works. What it did is it released that negative emotion that was so traumatic to this young boy, and be able to have it feelings of confidence, all these essential oils that Gary Young blended in it. So Sara is amazing, you guys. So get it. It's pretty inexpensive. And since we're talking about 9/11, maybe you still do have a traumatic experience from that you're not able to let go or release. And the other one is, it's called Sacred Mountain. This is another blend I love. So I'm going to put this one on too. Let me see which one I like better the smell of. Yeah, this one I'm very drawn to the firs. I love balsam fir. I love black spruce. I love blue spruce. Oh, I love the firs. I'm very drawn to them. So Sacred Mountain has a little bit more of a smell that I love, but I do enjoy this Sara. So Sacred Mountain, how can we use that in tragic experiences? Well, what's found in Sacred Mountain? It has a ylang ylang in it, which is the same as Sara. He put it in both. And that's for relaxing and calming. So if you're dealing with a traumatic, experience, that would be helpful. Cedarwood is in this one again, and it's calming. And then you have the spruce, which helps release your emotional blocks. So we have trapped emotions inside our brain that we can't release. Well, cedarwood can go up into the limbic system, and it's the only way through smelling. So diffuse this, put it on your body so you can get that deep smelling, and then use affirmations. I have a son who struggles, and so I didn't know about affirmations, to be honest with you, when this car accident happened about 2.5 years ago. But I could say, I am safe in the car, because what was he doing? He was fearing. I could put the oil on him and say, okay, I am safe in the car. I am safe. Whatever verbiage would help, whether it's you going through it or your children or friends. What else is in this? I think that's it. Oh, and it has balsam fir, which is actually... it's a very masculine, woodsy smell, this fragrance of this, and it helps recharge you and ground you. So these are the 2 that I wanted to share with you because of 9/11. Tell me in the comments section if you've used Sacred Mountain or Sara, or if you've had them, or if you're going to put them on your order. I actually just, every 9/11, I love to talk to my kids about it. I love to show them what happened. I love to show them that we do have freedom in our country, and that even though these things that happen, we don't have to fear, but to trust. Trust in God's plan. So I put this on their pillow, a drop, because I know that they're very engaged and they were listening to it about at school too. So Sara and Sacred Mountain are what I used on my kids' feet tonight and put it on their pillows. I like to put an oil on their pillow every night as well. So I hope that helps you with our 10-Minute Tuesday, and share in the comments if you've used Sacred Mountain or Sara. Have a great evening.